Hello and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 4th of October for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you a brief overview of the key elements of this week before going on to give you your detailed Zodiac forecast, so please stay with me. The standout event of this week is the Libra new moon, which occurs on Wednesday. Also, Pluto, the planet of transformation, ends a long retrograde on this day. But the new moon is particularly unique because it's very close to Mars, the planet of drive and passion, and a planet which is actually in its detriment in the sign of Libra. Libra is about finding consensus, celebrating the things we have in common. It is about trying to achieve a degree of harmonization. But sometimes Libra energy can attract from other people almost an assumption that the Libran type energy of giving and being very accommodating and attuned to another person, some people take that for granted. So Mars can be a very good thing in that regard and see us assert our boundaries in a more robust way. But also Uranus is in a 150 or quincunx angle to the new moon, and that's quite a rebellious influence in Taurus. So I think this could be a week when there's some intense discussions over finances for many people. Also Mercury in its retrograde squares with Pluto on Monday and Tuesday. So Mercury being retrograde when there is the new moon is another hint that we have to work hard at our listening skills and try to contain our frustration if not everybody quite gets our drift straight away. But I think some relationships will go through some big transitions this week because by Thursday, Venus, the ruler of Libra, moves into Sagittarius. This is an excellent location to think about the truth of relationships, to seek freedom if a relationship hasn't been working, to be open-minded about the type of people we can connect with. Because one of the things that I think is wonderful to do with Libran energy is to celebrate the things we have in common and not focus always on the things that separate us, that make us different. So there are opportunities this week for us all, and please stay with me for your detailed forecast. But if you are new to me or my channel, I would be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. Also, if you'd like to get your free written daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, you can do so by subscribing below. I've been writing these for many years, over 25 years, and my work is featured all around the world and in Britain's most read daily newspaper. So you can get yours free by subscribing below. And with year 2022 racing up, if you'd like to get your personal forecast based on your time, date and place of birth, and you order it now, you can get the rest of this year free, plus a character analysis, and also 30% off, all based on you. No two charts are the same, can give you searing insights of the opportunities ahead. Hello Aries, and welcome to your in-depth forecast for week commencing the 4th of October. Having your ruler so closely embedded alongside the sun and the moon in your 7th house is an interesting location for it. Yes, technically this is a debility for this particular planet, but I think if you feel someone has been taking you a little bit too much for granted, this is a great opportunity to say what you want from the situation, not to withdraw the support that you've been given, but just reminding people that there has been a degree of sacrifice in that. Then again, the other thing that can make Mars on the new moon work so well for you, if there is somebody that you really like, this can give you a bit more grit, motivation and spark to actually do something about it. Because one of the things that we all fear in the sort of opening sequences of getting to know someone is, of course, rejection. Now, you can be one of the braver and bolder members of the Zodiac, but of course, as we get older and we have more experience of life, it's only natural that we do try to look towards a degree of self-preservation, and that's important with our morale in mind. But if there is someone in your orbit that you are drawn to, I think having Mars on that new moon can just give you that little bit of extra urgency to think, look, it's a short life, maybe I just need to reach out, and if it doesn't come to anything, just be a little bit more philosophical about that. Now, you might have a conversation with a boss this week, and this boss may be someone who's very used to getting things on their own terms, but I don't think that you're going to be so keen to be so obliging, and therefore there could be a few sparks that will fly. But once the dust settles, it might not be a bad thing, even if you do have some kind of ignition point with someone this week, because once Venus moves on Thursday into Sagittarius, your sister fire sign, for you that can really be very reassuring of your right to have an opinion, your right to your version of the truth. And I think once there has been some kind of interaction, some flame that is exchanged between you and someone that you're finding a bit difficult or you're finding very alluring, I think you're going to be feeling an awful lot better as this week draws to a close. And the other wonderful news is that by Sunday, Saturn reaches the last degree of its retrograde in your sector of your long-term future. So if it has felt over recent months that you've been treading water a little bit, next week, and I'll tell you about this more in detail, can really be the green flag to going forwards in a much more freer and more abandoned way.